Welcome to the WBC arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. This is Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And facing him here, one of the greatest boxing champions in England's history, Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6 foot 1 inches tall with a 75.2-inch reach.
There's an amazing reach advantage, which you don't actually realize is there until you get popped by that jab. The distance that's created is ridiculous.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican legend, the middleweight, the super middleweight, the light heavyweight who fights out of Guadalajara, Mexico. Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion.
The reach, how on earth are they going to get through that jab?
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready. Action slugfest. Good straight to the body. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Good counter punching. Just missed with that hook. Can't land that jab. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, every trick.
Not a lot of punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
All right, breathe, focus and stoop. Right, don't worry about the knockdown, don't worry about the tough round. Just breathe and relax. Right, this next round, and just keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. Every time he gets close, tie him up.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Catch and shoot. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Perfect counter shot. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Straight right, just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. This is a high-octane battle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. The jab not finding its target.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness. How about that time counter shot? Nobody home with that hook. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Talk about Alvarez in that last round. So it's plan B time after B. And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Mark, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. That counter punch caught him clean. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Looking to land the hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
There are no losers in this one. That count. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. Couldn't land that jab. Can't find a home for that jab. A very competitive round here so far. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You don't want to trade shots. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. No, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round.
I hope the judge...
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Catch and shoot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. They threw the hook, it didn't land.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. counter shot lands. And the Cobra is down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more. Let's talk about Brach in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. There's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Away. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle. So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Right hook misses. Misses with the straight left. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He misses with that straight left. He misses with that straight left. Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Big heavy blow, and Saul is down. That punch to the head looks so good live. no surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened, a unanimous decision.